I'd like to thank the Honorable Minister for taking up multiple measures to tackle this COVID-infused economic crisis. And I urge upon the Minister to help the state governments tide over this fiscal challenge they're posing because of this pandemic. And it is more so compounded for us because the effects of the of our state bifurcation, which we are actually facing. In this context, timely release of the dues from the center is paramount important to us. Sir, talking about GST compensation, from April 1st, no compensation has been given, and almost 4,594 crores is pending till August 1st for us, and GST compensation for years 2017-18 also is pending, like to the tune of 237 crores, and 19-20 is like 32 crores which is pending. So I request through yourself, I request the Honorable Minister to make a note of this and help us get this amount at an earlier date. The GST compensation has been linked to additional borrowing facilities of the state. This we strongly object, and we request the centre to work out a mechanism where the GST Council sits together and they come out with a pure mechanism where the funds are raised from the open market. And we have reluctantly agreed to option 1, and both option 1 and option 2 amount to borrowing money from the for the states. Sir, Polavaram is an important project for us. It's a national project. So both the honorable ministers are here. So I request through your self, sir, the payments are not being released on time. And if you see the dates, the last payment released after 2018 was in 5/2/2020. And after that, recently the Honorable Finance Minister has promised that the amount, and even the Water Resource Minister has, they have told that the amount will be released soon. I thank them for that, but 6-7 months delay is huge. The project is stated to be completed by 2021. So we request the government to work out a mechanism, because any delay even by a year will be a loss of like more than 1,000 crores in form of escalations, and even the people will get to lose. So I request that the process of release may be streamlined by authorizing NABARD to open a direct line of credit as revolving fund with the Polavaram Project Authority, so that like any other national project or any other NABARD funded project or centrally aided project, the bills are paid within a week of submission of the bills. So we request the government to think about it. And there is a lot of R&R and land acquisition amount that has to be cleared, because if the project is getting completed in 2021, there's a huge 28,000 crore land acquisition amount that is also need to be released. So I request the honorable ministers to take note of this. And the local body grants, the 14th Finance Commission grant is pending to the tune of 2,279 crores, and most of the projects are almost due for completion, and this amount which is going to be released will help complete these projects. The rural local bodies, it is 1,698 crores, and urban local bodies, it is 581 crores. So even according to 15th Finance Commission interim report recommendation, an amount of 1,300 crores is pending for rural local bodies, and an amount of 1,015 crores is pending for urban local bodies. So we, through yourself, I request the minister to take a note of this. And in PMGKAY, Pradhan Mantri Gramin Kalyan Anna Yojana, the state has 1.49 crore ration cards covering 4 crore 27 lakh 99,000 units. In this, we have a peculiar problem. The NFSA units in this is 2 crore 68 lakhs 25,000, and the non-NFSA units is 1 crore 59 lakhs 74,000 units. So there is no difference with respect to priority households of NFSA and priority households of non-NFSA state cards with respect to eligibility criteria. So all these people, all the 4 crore 27 lakh 99,000 people are having eligibility, but only few people are being covered on this scheme, and the scheme is there till November 2020. So we request the government to provide the benefits to all eligible people in the state. And in the Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan, so the AP is not been included. We have 7 backward districts. We have huge migrant labor who have returned to the state. They are jobless. So we request the government to include the 7 districts of Andhra Pradesh into this scheme. And we also request the government to release the backward district grant, which is part of the AP Reorganization Act, and 700 crores is pending almost more than a year and a half. And we also request the government to release the AP Civil Supplies Corporation dues, which is to the tune of 1,728 crores. It's old due. It has been ratified. What all figures I have given, they have been ratified by both the center and the state. There is no discrepancy in any form. And like for Andhra Pradesh, special status has been promised on the floor of the House. We demand special status be given. It was promised by the NDA. It was promised by the UPA. So we request the government, we demand that special status be given to us. And I also want to bring to the notice of the government that one of the main points the NDA came to power in 2014 and 2019 is that they will weed out corruption, that they will recover all the corrupt money that has gone into the system. So I just want to know what steps the government is taking to recover all this corrupt money. I want to talk about a press note given by CBDT. So it says that on 13th February, this was released from New Delhi on 13th February. It says searches conducted by the Income Tax Department led to detection of unaccounted income of more than 2,000 crores. In this press note, there is also one more line which says that search operations were also carried out on a personal secretary of a prominent person and incriminating evidence seized. It is none other than our former Chief Minister's secretary. He was, sir, it is a thing.
No,
he
you
was
cannot
arrested,
quote the press quoting.
and this is a thing. So we want to know what action the government is taking. What is the status of this,
Yes,
sir?
that will be looked into. That will be looked into, please.
Sir, if they have not committed any
Accept the
mistake-
name. Accept the name.
Sorry, sir.
Don't please mention the name.
I can say the former Chief Minister.
Maybe.
Thank you, sir. Sir, and one more thing, sir. The Honorable Prime Minister, when he visited our state and in a public meeting, he commented that he said the Amravati, the capital, is been made a scam by our former Chief Minister. The Honorable Prime Minister himself told in a public meeting, sir. This is a fact. And he said they have made an ATM for corruption. So we demand a
please.
CBI inquiry into this. Even the state BJP unit has demanded a CBI inquiry into this. So we request you, sir. And I can hear my Telugu Desam MP shouting for supporting CBI inquiries. So, sir, and one more thing, sir. In AP Fiber Grid, this is public money, sir. This is, I can place the proofs on the table, sir, if you request me, if you order me. Sir, in
if you want.
in AP Fiber Grid, 10 lakh set-top boxes were bought, sir. Each set-top box was charged at 4,400 rupees. Even a third-class kid or a fifth-class kid goes to a shop and buys a set-top box, we can buy it for 2,000 rupees, sir. In this 10 lakh set-top boxes bought, 2 lakhs are not working, sir. They are not even high-tech set-top boxes. Sir, I want to take, sir, I have my time, sir. Still my time is there. Sir, sir, we request the central government, we have already put a request for a CBI inquiry. CBI inquiry should be conducted. Sir, it is very blatant. We can see more than 2,000 crores swindled in this AP Fiber Grid. And sir, there are two things, sir, why we are asking a CBI inquiry for. One is, we don't want to be branded vindictive, sir. We expect a fair inquiry. We want a fair inquiry into this.
No, please.
So we want a CBI inquiry into this, sir.
No, he can
Sir,
very well
and
seek an
the
inquiry,
second
no
thing,
problem.
Sir, I would like to quote what our Honorable late Finance Minister Arun Jaitley ji spoke, sir. I just want to bring to the notice of the House. Please give me time, sir. I think I have 3 more times, sir. Sir, when Arun Jaitley ji was speaking on the finance bill, sir, in 2016,
Please.
he said the judiciary had been encroaching on legislative
He is
and
not
executive authority.
mentioning any names. He is only making a general
Step by
statement.
step, brick by brick,
Please.
the edifice of India's
No.
legislature
He is
is
not
being
making any general
destroyed.
statement. No.
Sir,
He is only making a general statement. He is
Sir,
quoting the speech
whatever
of.
Honorable Arun Jaitley ji has spoken in this floor of the House, I am telling, sir, the same thing is happening in Andhra Pradesh, sir. The SIT has been stayed by the Honorable High Court, and they have passed a gag order, sir. The reason being that a former AG was named in it, and the kith and kin of a judge was named in the FIR. Sir, it is not good, sir, because, sir, if the country has to prosper, sir, the whole collegium system has to be reworked and rethink. People who worked as under the Telugudesam, people who appeared as lawyers for Telugudesam party have now become judges, sir. We can't expect a fair
Please.
judgments in our state. We want the government to have a fair discussion.
While
We want the
speaking by MD, we can
government
go.
to have a
They
fair
are not
discussion
competent
on the
to
selection
stand.
of these judges,
Please
sir.
ask them to
These
sit.
judges, these judgments are not in line, sir. There is a very thin line between judiciary and legislature, sir. They should not encroach on the powers of the legislature. So sir,
Please
the
continue.
government should take cognizance of this, and government should protect the interest of the state, sir.